Howdy folks, welcome back to Vanilla Mile Arc. I apologize that our twin otter is at a jetway today, but I didn't have many choices or options for start ramps. I guess I could have dragged the plane along the airport and put it maybe to the left a little bit where there aren't any jetways, but I just left it here. So anyway, we are going to do another Indonesian flight. Sorry I've been gone for such a long time. I've just been busy with real life, spending time with my piano and doing lots and lots of family things. My hidden health issues, for the most part, were doing really, really well, which meant I was away from the computer doing things with my family pretty much every day. I'm kind of in a downswing now because it's kind of him and ha. So now I'm in a downswing with my health issues. So now I'm at the computer more, which I guess benefits you because now I'm recording a flight sim video. And then as I feel better, I'll be doing more piano, spending more time with family, and doing less videos, fewer videos. So interesting how that works, isn't it? So that's why I've been gone for a while. I'm going to try to record a group of videos at once and spread them out for you before I plan a few more flights. I only have a couple planned right now. Not sure why. I kind of lost some notes along the way. But anyway, we're in Indonesia. Very quick flight, 60 nautical miles or less. We are at Whiskey Alpha Papa Papa, and then we're going to fly to Whiskey Alpha Papa Alpha. So we're at Pattimura International Airport in Maluku, Indonesia. And then we're going to go to Amahai Airport in Masohi, Indonesia. Just along the coast, kind of like from one little island to a big island, just along the coast. Real weather is turned on. I love the haze very, very much. Simple plane, simple flight. Should be pretty simple all around. And without further ado, let's hop inside and start going here. Take out the checklist. Make sure the parking brake is set, which I don't know if you can actually see any of my views, but parking brake is set. Get adjusted in my chair. Let's store fuel and payload. So you got to take out the little black book and do weight, which is, where's weight? There it is. And not too many people. Let's get some luggage in here though, because when we put people in, we always seem to tip the plane over. So there we go. That's all we're gonna take. Fuel, we're just gonna leave it. Actually, let's bring that back a little bit carefully so we don't tip it over. See how that's happening. All right, what is after payload and fuel? It's to close these things just like that. And then what do? We remove the control lock so no one can steal the airplane from under our hands. Battery switch. Where are you? Battery switch. Let's zoom this out. I messed with my my field of view, and everything is kind of haywire. I don't remember. I swear I left it at 80 degrees, but it went back to 60. Maybe something updated. We'll leave it at 60 for now because I already went through just my presets. All right, so there we go. DC master on. Remove the GPU, which is outside. You can actually see it. There we go. And close that up. And then we're going to do position, anti-collision, and strobe lights on. Compartment fan should be on. Fasten seatbelt. No smoking is already on. Oops, if we look forward, there they are right there. They're lit up and modeled. Emergency lights, arm. Where are those things again? They're right here. Way up to go down. Up. Oh, there we go. General entrance is on. It's not modeled, but the switches are there. All right, main dash turn. All the radios on. GPS turned on for us. And we can turn on, put that on standby if we want to. All right, flight plan. There's no flight plan. It is just simply put the destination in the GPS. And away we go. So where did I say we were going to is Whiskey Alpha Papa Alpha. Oh yeah, this one you have to click through. And there's Papa Alpha. There we go. Enter. Accept. We're going to go direct to it, even though it already says that we do it anyway. Boom. And there you go. 54.7 nautical miles. Should be a piece of cake. Let's go the right way here. There we go. Just along the coast of Indonesia. All right, so let's see here. What is next to the radios? No. Alternative barometer, yes. We do have world weather turned on, so we do need to get our weather. Is that really us? Somewhere in there? You, yes, okay. It is going to be calm 29er82. So there's 29er9er2, 29er801. 2 is kind of in between, like 2 and 3. We'll just take runway 4, just because it's calm, I guess. Which means we'll head that direction to the right, and then just go along the coast until we get to our destination, which is right here. See? Boom. Simple. All right, what is next? Test the caution lights. We do test, and if we come down, here's at this one. It's this one. You can see the caution lights, make sure they light up. So if there is a problem, we know the light is going to work. We'll put it on bright because it's daytime. Close baggage and passenger doors and all that good stuff. So we need our little black book for that. We can hop outside. We can close the doors, front and back. Of course, the one in front is hidden by the jetway. Alrighty, that means we're ready to start this thing up. So where's my preset for don't know? Fuel boost on. There we go. Fuel levers forward. There they are. Throttles a quarter forward. Both engine igniters. They're always on. They're always on for some reason. Alrighty. Flick engine start. Left. Let's see. Do we have sound? I hear something coming out of the left. Let's come down here and watch the gauges. It's spinning up. And it should come back down. Pressure's coming up. Prop RPM's coming up. You can look out the window if you want to. And there it is. We should shut our door. Yeah, we should shut the passenger doors. How about that? Where's this one? Where's the click spot for this one? Hey, what the heck? There we go. What did I have in my notes? Close baggage door, which we did. Close the passenger door, which we did now, and close the cockpit doors. It was on my checklist. I read it, but I didn't do it. There we go. Good. That one started. Let's come up here, flick it to the right, and then come down here. And it should spin around. And this field of view thing is really screwing me up, isn't it? Let's just go like this. I swear I set it for 80, but it went back to 60 with an update or something. Maybe I should leave it at 60, because it really doesn't change much. It does a little tiny bit, but I don't know. Let's come back out here. See it spinning. See? Alrighty. What is next? Generators reset and then on. So we go reset first and then up one to on. Reset, then up one to on. Engine igniters off. There we go. Air bleed on. Air bleed left and right. Temp and climate. Let's warm it up a little bit. De-icer on. Sure, why not? Let's do auto. And let's do all this stuff. Alright, pitot heat. There we go. Make sure all warnings and cautions are out and turn on the taxi lights. Everything's out, and we turn the taxi lights on, props forward a little bit, and let's taxi out of here now. Because we're at a jetway, we are going to reverse this thing and hope we don't flip backwards. So let's see what happens when we do reversers. It's going forward. Why aren't my reversers working? Now they're working. See? It just, I don't get it. It works sometimes. Sometimes they don't. Oh well, we'll pretend that we backed up. Because obviously that did not work for us. Alright, I don't even know where we are. We're facing south, so we're going to go this way. Runway 4 then is going to be in front of us. Alright, what's technical difficulties today, I guess. Let's see. We're going to slowly... Yep, that's not working in this one. Yeah, we're just going to slowly taxi away. Alright, I'll meet you at the end of this runway. And we'll have our takeoff. Alright, I'll just playing with my 60 degree and 80 degree field of view. And in this aircraft, I prefer 60 because 80 just looks stretched out for some reason. So I'll just have to go through and redo my presets to match 60, I guess. Alrighty, we should be pretty close to being there. I don't see runway names on the... what do you call that here? I know the taxiway. Normally, they tell you what runway you are, but we're going to assume runway 4 is going right to left. So let's hop back inside. And slow down a little bit. Whoa! The brakes in this thing. I have braking set to normal on my yoke, and on some aircraft, it doesn't stop it. On another aircraft, it slams into the ground like that. Good grief. Alright, this looks like it would say runway 4, I think. And it does, so we are in the right place. Thank goodness. There's our little turnaround thing that we don't really need because we're tiny. And those darn brakes. Alright, let's stop right, whoa, right there if we can, right about there. Set the parking brake a moment, hop inside, let's see, flaps to 10, let's do that. We could have done that while we're taxiing, I guess. General entrance lights now will come off, like so. Taxi lights off, landing lights come on. I already turned the landing lights on because we'd entered the runway. I did that off camera, I guess, I realized. Starter clock, right there, time to be going. Props forward, they are. Fuel forward, takeoff speed 65 to 70. Use AIS hold for climb. We will use autopilot just so that we can do some sightseeing, hands free. Alright, here we go, let's start our roll. And we're gonna pedal to the metal and keep it that way because engine management is not a concern in this aircraft. It looks like we're looking down. Let's look up a little bit. There we go. And there we go. Take off. Lightly pull back. Step on the brakes to stop them from spinning and have a look around. And we are airborne. And the wind is pushing us to the right, which I guess is okay. And then we're just going to follow this coast for a minute. And then we will engage autopilot so that we can do some sightseeing. How gorgeous is that, if I may say so myself. Flaps should be in already. Yes, they are. There we go. And we're getting blown around quite a bit here. Oh my gosh, this is even more gorgeous than I could have imagined. Wow. Look at all that. Let's have a window view here. Holy cow. View out this window. Very hard to fly when you're very hard to fly when you're looking out the window. Let's get this corrected here. There we go. Very nice. In fact, that might even be screenshot worthy just like that, even though we're so low to the ground. How nice is this? Look at all those cities down, or the housing down there. The mountains. Alright, let's get this under control. So let's do can we even get up to 8,000? Let's do a 6,000. There you go, do alt alert, and we'll do nav. Oh, VLOC, GPS, there we go. Nav, what should we do for climb? Let's do IS hold, but not this fast. Let's slow this thing down. Increase our climb a little bit here. Alright, when we get to 120, we'll do IS hold. That's a pretty fast climb in terms of airspeed. I think normally you want to do like 97 or what did I write in here? Actually, I didn't write an ultimate time down, did I? Ultimate IS. We'll just use 120. It's 125, but it'll come back to 120. Don't worry, it'll settle in on 120. It just kind of hunts a little bit. Alright, no engine management to worry about. Everything is fine. We're set to GPS. We're going to follow GPS. So that shouldn't be a concern for us. That's following the way it should. I'm not going to worry about... Well, I guess we could do vertical. Why not? We want to be pretty much at the ground. Will it let us pick the airport? Yep. 800 feet per minute. Okay. I guess it's going to work. Alright. 20 minutes. We come down. 1831. Except that's going to go very fast once we level off, because we're already at 3,600. We're going to go to 36 grand, and it's going to level off, pick up a lot of speed. So that's all there is to it. Simple as that. I will see on top descent. I'm going to do as much sightseeing as I can. Again, real world weather's turned on, and it's getting kind of cloudy. So it might not be much to see, but I'll try to get some sightseeing, and I'll see you at top of descent, and I'll show you how this thing comes down. Alright, so top of descent is only a minute away, but for some reason our alt alert didn't hold. And we went all the way up to 9,100 feet, so I don't know exactly what happened there. So we're going to bring our altitude down to about 1,000 feet or so. We'll hit alt alert, and we'll do IS hold, and we'll bring the throttles back. What should happen now is it should dip down to keep 120. Not that steeply, it'll come back up. Just watch. It'll hunt a little bit. It should hunt a little bit. There we go. Very strange. Alright, let's use our throttles to slightly use our throttles to keep our descent about 800 feet per minute. That's what I've written down. See, it's coming back up. Now it's at 2,000 feet per minute. 1,700. See, it just hunts a little bit. I don't know why it says updates on. There we go. Mouse is in the corner. Alrighty, so we're going to descend about 800 feet per minute a little early here. See, now it's 1,500. It's not finding 800 feet per minute. Based on my throttle, I move my throttles in, it stays there. I take them back, it stays there. I give it more, it's finally coming up. So, kind of tricky. Landing lights are still on. What we need to do is get our, first of all, a little more throttle so it descends a little less. We have IS hold, so throttles control the descent. However, IS hold grabbed it at 130 instead of 120, even though it was 120 when I pushed it. See what I mean? It's kind of goofy. A little bit more throttle. Come on. Let's do less than 800 feet per minute since our time is going up. It says 600 on the VSR. Come on, a little bit more. Okay, we'll come back to that. Alrighty, destination airport, WAPA. And weather there is calm. 29 or 82, same thing. So we have two runway choices, 13 or 31. I think we'll use 31. We'll come out from the south and land. Should be pretty easy once we get below these clouds. And lights are already on, like I said. I don't remember what airport elevation was. 1 foot above sea level. So that's it. Flaps out. 20 and 30. Land at 75 knots. Landing lights already on. We're good to go. That's it. I'm gonna keep an eye on our descent. And I'll catch you when there's an airport to land at. A little bit more sightseeing for you, though. Alright, we're at about 25-54 feet, so we're actually going to kill autopilot right now. I'll get my voice back. Come here. And we're going to level off a little bit below these clouds. Because I want to be able to see where we're going since it is a visual landing. And all I see is a mountain in front of us, and we're slowly turning. But the main thing is these clouds and haze, it's just so thick that I can't really see what's going on. So I want to stay no lower than 2,000 feet. So we're still slowly going to descend here. And using our gauges so we don't turn without realizing it. And we're going to come in for a landing. When we're above the clouds, though, the sightseeing was absolutely amazing. Even with the clouds. But looking at the mountains from above the cloud was just so spectacular. I just can't believe how awesome it was. Still, it's a good sightseeing now too, but holy cow! I hope it left enough in there that you got to enjoy it as well. So we're just gonna keep going, and I'll catch back with you when we have an airport. So what we're gonna one thing before I do that, airport's directly in front of us. Well, it's actually like right here. We're gonna go out to the south even more than we are now. We can land on runway 31, and when we have an airport to land at, which is kind of on the peninsula, I'll cut back and we'll land this thing. Alright, the runway is in that fog somewhere. So we're going to start coming down even more here because we're at 2,300 feet. Airport's at 1 foot. We don't want to come in and go over it because you really don't want to do go around. I just want to land at this point. Yep, runway's in sight. It's right here before the water. So we have to come down steeply and slow down as well. Get flaps out. Probably do 30-degree flaps and reversers at this runway. We don't really need to, but we're going to. We're going to fly past it, do a sharp turn back because we're not really perpendicular to it. Let's turn this off. And we'll land. So this is kind of like an obtuse base leg. You see it there? Let's slow this way down. So we make this final approach almost at flap speed. Alright, we're at 1,000 feet now. Let's start our turn just because we don't have peripheral vision. While we still come down, while we stay just at or above flap speed there. And if you look, we should see the runway. Boy, that's hard to spot from this angle, but there it is. Let's get first set of flaps, or flaps 10 right now. Keep our speed up and turn sharply without losing any altitude, or else if we're too low we won't be able to see anything. There it is. Alrighty, flaps 20. Coming in rough, guys, but we can do this. Hopefully we don't clip those trees. There we go. Wow, 80 knots seems so fast. We want to touch down to 75, so flaps 30. Let's keep that speed above 85 for now. Nose down to get the speed up. Throttles back so we don't descend. Or, yeah, what? You say that right? Throttles back. We start descending. Oh my gosh, I totally did not say that right. You use your pitch for speed, so pitch down for the speed. If we didn't want to descend, we'd engage throttles, but we do want to increase our descent, so we're going to decrease throttles as well. And we are getting blown around here. Let's not clip those trees with our wheels. We're at touchdown speed, so let's nose down a little bit and increase throttle so we don't go down to the ground too quickly. Aim for that number and see how this goes here. This runway feels short, but I don't really think it is. Aim for that number. This is a small runway. And round out, back to idle, let it land itself. A little bit of flare. Oh, we're down. This is a really short runway. Narrow runway, I mean. Nose down gently. Reversers, because we can. And there we go. Flaps coming in. And reverses off at 30. There we go. Really, really smooth touchdown, but I let the nose wheel kind of bob a little bit because I didn't want to slam it into the ground. So that's what your bobbing was. I always seem to do that in this aircraft. Because in the Cessna and the 1900, it's really easy to gently touch that nose wheel down. But in this thing, it bobs a lot. So when I try to keep that nose wheel from slamming, it just bobs up and down while we're riding on the back wheels, on the main wheels. So that's okay. Maybe somebody got a little bit nauseous. Hopefully not too bad. I couldn't really tell if that was a taxiway. Let's stop our clock. 27 minutes flight time. Whoops, what happened there? Stop. Thank you. Is that a taxiway? Yes, it is. A very tiny one. This airplane feels huge here. Oh, it's very successful. Good. So what was it? 27-minute flight or so. We're slowly gonna make this turn because it's really narrow. I don't want to go over the grass if I can help it. Come on. You can do it. Alright, and while that's doing that, let's see if we can go up here, whoops, and do the landing light, taxi light thing. And it's going to stop for some reason. Why is it stopping? Come on, go. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. We can turn the cabin lights on also. Alright, we're just going to park over there. To the right, I saw something that looked like we could park. There we go. Let's just spin it around. Like so. And brakes. Hold on tight for the brakes. Ugh. Set the parking brake. Props back, which gets silent, kind of. Alright. Taxi lights off. Props to feather. Let's actually do the taxi lights. GPS and radios off. Turn that one off. Down. Come on. You only want, there we go. Turn all these things off, off, off. Does the GPS turn off in this one? Nope. Fuel boost off, cut off. So fuel boost off. And cut off. Position and collision lights off. External power switch. Not yet. We gotta get ground power. Now we can do the power switch for the ground power. There we go. Bleed air off and DC master off. Bleed air is up here. And turn that on so we can see what we're doing. Okay, there we go. We can turn off other stuff if we want to. We can play with that all day. Let's open our doors. Open this one, come back here. We're going to open up this one today, hop outside, and there is our flight, Indonesia. Lots of fun. Let me get my access to my cameras here. Good, quick flight. I loved the scenery at cruising altitude. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. I certainly did. Next time, or next flight I have planned. Night flight somewhere. You'll see it when I see it, though. Hope it goes well. I'll catch you on the next one.